Thomas, Paul Cundafear, at your boat. So I want to show you the progress. We have your step pads ready to go on. We had to make, there's actually a tapered insert that goes in beneath each of the step pads. And I think we were able to use one of them that you had. Those are too badly rotted and gone. Of course, those are new step pads, new rubbers. There's your old rubbers. So, anyhow, we're getting the spray rail on, or not spray rail, but the rub rail on. So, of course, it doesn't come with all these angles on it. And so what we did is, we had to cut this one a little shorter, this one shorter, and put them together right here. Drill and tap them, tap and countersink them to the joint. And then we had to cut this guy off. This guy's flat to begin with. We had to cut it off, drill and countersink. I said drill, tap and countersink, just drill and countersink. And what's going on over here is Henry is cutting the next piece for the starboard side. That's the back piece for the starboard side, and it goes right here. Of course, here's the forward piece of rub rail, and this is when actually the boat really feels like it's taking shape. And we got the fair leader on here, the cap on it. We got the Taylor put this on yesterday. This is your cut water. It went on yesterday. And the sad thing about all this is it has to come back off for the final coat of varnish. But we need to make sure, because we can scratch up varnish while we're putting this stuff on, we have to put it on first, make sure it's all located, all the screws are in, there's no issues, and then we put our final coat on. Let's see. We've got everything was here but the clumb switch, and we have the gauges are in. We got good oil pressure. We were cranking on the engine. Got good oil pressure. RPM gauge works. Generator we haven't checked yet. Okay, so that's a stealth switch. They had no switch in the dash, so we've hidden the switches. But you'll be able to see them from the driver's seat. But we've hidden the switches. They won't be noticeable by anybody from the dock. So you have a safety blower. That's for your safety to blow any fumes that collect in the bottom. The gasoline vapor is heavier than air, so any fumes would collect in the bottom of your bilge. And so you want to run that before you start your engine. And then this is your bilge pump manual switch. Let's see, we got the, it's not much of a horn, but it's a horn. And they mount them under the deck, so it's kind of like, how crazy can you get? But anyway, that's the deal. We actually struggled getting the engine to run again for a few days. We went back through the timing several times, and anyway, we really, it's like, man, I hate to call this guy with any bad news. So we have the good news. The good news, it runs just fine. The bad news was that when we painted it, we plugged a hole where the carburetor goes, and guess what? It wasn't sucking any air in, therefore we had no air for combustion, and that's why it wouldn't start. So anyway, we can't charge you for that 3 or 4 days that we spent struggling with this, but off and on, we didn't spend 3 full days. But anyway, that kind of stuff's happened to me before, and that's just all part of the process. So anyhow, so that's all good. We're all happy about that. Henry's finishing mounting this. We've got I got the prop on. I think I already showed you the prop on, but I didn't have the prop nut. We have a stainless steel prop nut. It's called a castle nut. Got a cotter key through that. That's done. And as you can see, these transom bands. These are the bands that I made those. Whoops. I made the transom bands, one on each side. They're all done now. Made those yesterday. And we're getting ready to paint the bottom. And now that the engine's running again, we'll be taking it to the lake to probably test the engine later today. Actually run it on water for an extended period of time with cooling water. We did find, now that we've got it running and we've been cranking it, we found a leak around this shaft. So we're going to have to raise the back of the engine, pull that flange off, and replace the seal there. That's not a good thing to find, but we know how to handle it. It's not a big deal. So let's see. I know I saw your graphics for Survivor come out here earlier today, and I think they should be. Brandon's got them on his desk anyway, so the graphics are all ready, and we're feeling pretty chipper today with our results. So talk to you soon.